Oh, and that was another good workout against a very good St Mirren team today. How did you see the game?
The game was positive. It was a positive game across the board. Towards the end of the game, it was chop and change. There was a lot of stopping, a lot of starting. We started pretty strong with more of a senior-like team today, which was obviously good to get those boys minutes, and great for the younger players to see the way they approach the games in terms of process, and then actually how they go and perform on the pitch. In the first half was testimony to that, going 2-0 up. And even with that said, St Mirren had some good players out there too, and the 2-0, whilst I thought we probably earned a lead, I didn't think there was much in the game, so delighted to go in at 2-0. And then overall in the second half, as I said, it was a bit scrappy, a bit bitty, but we managed the game well enough to obviously come out with a result. But today, like most of these games, it's not just about the result, it's about performance, it's about individuals getting opportunity, and that was shown in abundance with all the changes that we made.
What was good about today? Last week we had a wee bit of a nightmare in terms of defensive mistakes. It was all gone today and it was much more positive. Is that something you'd worked on in training during the week?
I think we just said to the boys that you'll make mistakes. Mistakes are allowed, but it's fine making mistakes, in particular under high levels of pressure. What was disappointing last week, as I said about that first half, was a 15-minute period that we lost ourselves in the game, and we weren't focused, and we were thinking about the mistakes that we'd made previously, and that led to another. So the psychology of the game is you always need to be in the moments of the game, and that last week probably wasn't good enough for what we expect from all the players involved. And what we did see today was lots of mistakes still in both halves, but what we did see is a better aptitude to learning, to actually understanding I need to get myself back in the moment of the game, and then I need to go back and perform, and I thought they'd done that in abundance.
And what again was pleasing was you made 11 substitutions in the second half, and although St Mirren put us under a fair bit of pressure, we came back into the game in the final 10 minutes. That must be encouraging.
Yeah, it's tough for young players to step on a pitch. It's quite an intense game, and as I said, it's stop and start and get themselves going and get a flow to the game. But last 10-15 minutes, I thought we'd done that in abundance. I thought the young players probably could have been a little bit more positive at times, because that's what we encourage. We encourage positive players that like to be nice and direct when the opportunities come around, and when we can, we look to rebuild, we look to be patient. And I just thought that in that final 10-15 minutes we could have had a little bit more of a cutting edge, but again, that's something for us to go away, discuss, become better at. It's just constantly a work in progress, and it'll be the same in next week's time, it'll be the same in 6 months' time. We're always looking to get better, and probably as we are as coaches, always perfectionists, we want more and we demand more, and that's certainly got more to come as well in the coming games.
Next week the league starts and we've got a home game against Motherwell. You looking forward to that?
Yeah, delighted. Competitive games are great, and we've had that, to be fair. I think this is the first time we've come and we've been actually against a team in a similar lineup to us in terms of senior player matchup, where the past 5-6 games that we've played against Celtic, Rangers, Dundee United, there's been a lot of their certainly senior players involved in comparison to what we had. So next week will present an opportunity for, again, those boys that need game time from the first team to step in and do that. But I do feel that moving forward, those young Queen's Park players will get more and more time on the pitch to show that they're all about. Callum Bigger coming back as well from injury, which we're delighted with, and Callum will come back in and start to rebuild his fitness in the young Queen's Park team, and hopefully build towards where he wants to be as well in terms of progressing. So there's a lot of exciting things happening. It's obviously great to come here and start the week off with a win off the back of last weekend's victory for the first team too. So certainly positive across the board, and really looking forward to that first competitive fixture.
Thanks, Owen.
Cheers, Ian. Thank you.